chapter, that is poetry. In poetry, there is a appreciation of poem is a topic added in this chapter. This chapter is for 4 marks. Then how to appreciate poem? Appreciation of poem. What do you mean by appreciation? Appreciation means the poet, how he has written the poem and how he introduced his theme to us. Here we are going to discuss these chapters about the appreciation of poem. This is most important topic for the 12th standard new syllabus for English. Now see, the first topic, that is we have to explain in our HSC board exam answer sheet about the poem, poet and title. In this topic, what we have to write? We have to write about the poem, means the name of the poem, that, and the poet, the name of the poet in which country he belongs, what types of writing he has done, as well as the title. It is the most important factor about the poem, that is the title. Title indicate us about the poem, what it is. Now the second topic, that is the theme. The theme, we all know that the poem, it has various types of theme. Now the poet, which types of theme he used? That means the poet is related to human beings, related to nature, related to human beings' emotions. It may be love, it may be sorrow, it may be pleasure, etc. That theme we have to choose, and we have to write about the theme of that poem. The another chapter, that is poetic style. What do you mean by poetic style? The poetic style means the poet, it must be short or long. The poet must be written as a short or long lines, as well as punctuation marks. The poet, he has given the punctuation marks in his poetry, as well as the rhythm of the poem and the rhyme scheme. How he has used the rhyming words in his poetry, and how the poet expressed us the various types of rhyming words in his poetry. This topic includes the poetic style. Then we have to write this in 2 or 3 sentences. Now the next topic, that is the language and poetic devices. The language, we all know that the poet written the poetry, what types of language he used. It may be simple, it may be free words, it may be difficult words, as well as it may be simple tone. Means these are the style of the language which he used in his poem. We have to include in our poetic appreciation about the poet, as well as the another most important topic, that is the language. The language used, what types of poetic devices he used in his poem. Poetic devices, we all know that the figures of speech, it may be simile, metaphor, oxymoron, inversion, etc. These types of poetic devices he used in his poem, that we have to find out, and we have to write about the poetic devices in the language. Next, the topic, that is special features. What are the special features of the poem? The special feature is rhyme. The rhyme scheme which he used in his poem. That poetry, what types of rhyme scheme he used, we have to find out from the poetry, as well as the meter used by the poet. What types of meter means how he included his hobbies, his interest in the poetry, the tone of the poem, as well as the metaphor. The poet must be written in metaphoric style. How he used the metaphoric style in his poetry, these are the special features. Then we have to find out the features from the poem and mention in this our poetic appreciation, as well as the appreciation of poet. This topic is for the HSC board for 4 marks. It included. The next point, that is message, values and moral. When we read the poem, the poet, he has given us as well as society a type of message. What message he wanted to tell us means being together, live socially, as well as the message of love, as well as the message of sorrow. What types of message he want to give us. Then the values in human life. When we live our life, there are some values of our life. What types of values he expressed in his poem, and he wanted to express with us the values of the poem or values of the society, our work toward the society, our duty toward the society, for the nature. And that then another topic, that is morals. What types of moral is how he expressed the moral in his poem. The moral, it means used for human being, it is used for nature, it is for animals, all types of creatures in the nature, in the world. That moral we have to find out. Means what types of moral the poet expressed, the poet want to tell us about the poem. The next and the most important topic, that is your opinion. When we read the poem, when we understand the poem, when we appreciate all the types, all the topics about the poem, then the last, that is the most important point, that is your opinion. Means the poet, which things, which opinion, which his language style, as well as his style of writing the poem, the theme of the poem, the examples given in the poem, he has given, and the examples, the theme, the expressions, the emotions, our duties, etc. all types of features included in the poem. Then what is your opinion? If you like this poem, what types of the poem, what is your opinion about the poem? Means which opinion, which view of the poet you like most, which thing you like most. Then we have to write the thing, the most important aspect or most important theme of the poem in our your opinion. Means in the last we have to write our opinion. The opinion is most important aspect of our appreciation of poem, because we have read, we have understand the theme and the poet as well as the poet's opinion. Then what is your personal opinion? You like the poem? Why you like the poem? You don't like the poem, and why you don't like the poem? It means if we have yes, why yes? If we have written no, then why no? These are both types of opinion we have to express, we have to write in the appreciation of the poem. In this way, friends, we have learned the 7 topics from the appreciation of the poem. I think If you want to see more videos of my English grammar, English language, then you subscribe my channel. Thank you.